Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to another MMJ 32603 heat transfer online class. In this video, we will look into question 2-44 from our textbooks. Consider the east wall of a house that has a thickness of L. The outer surface of the wall exchanges heat by both convection and radiation. The interior of the house is maintained at T infinity 1, while the ambient air temperature outside remains at T infinity 2. The sky, the ground, and the surfaces of the surrounding structures at this location can be modeled as a surface at an effective temperature of T sky. For radiation exchange on the outer surface, the radiation exchange between the inner surface of the wall and the surfaces of the walls, floor, and ceiling it faces is negligible. The convection heat transfer coefficients on the inner and outer surfaces of the wall are H subscript 1 and H subscript 2 respectively. The thermal conductivity of the wall material is K and the emissivity of the outer surface is epsilon 2. Assuming the heat transfer through the wall to be steady and one-dimensional, express the mathematical formulation of the differential equation and the boundary and initial conditions of this heat conduction problem. So we know that we have a wall with temperature with a conductivity of K, and on the inner side of the wall we have convection occur with heat transfer coefficient H1 to an ambient temperature of T infinity 1, and at the outer surface of the wall we also have convection with heat transfer coefficient of H2 to ambient temperature of T infinity 2. And at the outer surface of the wall, there is also radiation occur with emissivity of epsilon 2. And the effective temperature with regard to the radiation is T sky. Okay, now we want to write the differential equation for this problem. So the differential equation, as we know, in this case there is no heat source and no heat generation, and it's only happen in one dimension, which is x axis. So we can write the differential equation as second derivative of temperature to with regard to x equal to 0. And the boundary condition number 1 is at x equal to 0, where we have conduction inside the wall and convection outside of the wall. So the conduction can be written as minus k dt over dx at x equal to 0 equal to the convection H1 T infinity 1 minus T at x equal to 0. And boundary condition number 2 is at x equal to L, where we have also conduction inside, and at the outside we have convection and radiation. So the boundary condition will be minus k dt over dx at x equal to L is equal to the convection H2 T at x equal to L minus T ambient 2 and also we have radiation. So plus the radiation term, emissivity epsilon 2 sigma T at x equal to L power of 4 minus T sky power of 4. So this is how we write the differential equation and boundary condition for uh, heat transfer analysis. And by solving this equation or solving this differential equation, we will get temperature in term of, in this case, x only, or maybe if the problem have two dimension y, and for unsteady have t as well. Another question, question 2-58 from your textbooks. Consider a large plane wall of thickness L equals 0.3 meter, thermal conductivity K equal 2.5 watt per meter Kelvin, and surface area A equal 12 meter square. The left side of the wall at x equals 0 is subjected to a net heat flux of 700 watt per meter square, while the temperature at that surface is measured to be T1 equal 80 degrees C. Assuming constant thermal conductivity and no heat generation in the wall, A. Express the differential equation and the boundary conditions for steady one-dimensional heat conduction through the wall. B. Obtain a relation for the variation of temperature in the wall by solving the differential equation. And C. Evaluate the temperature of the right surface of the wall at x equal L. We have a large plane wall with conductivity K equal 2.5 watt per meter Kelvin. And on the left side of the wall, it's given a constant heat flux Q dot 0 equals 700 watt per meter square. And that surface, the temperature of that surface is T1 equal to 80 degrees C. And the thickness of the wall is equal to 0.3 meters. So first, we want to express a differential equation for and boundary conditions for this steady one-dimensional heat conduction. So the differential equation can be for one-dimensional steady heat transfer is equal to second derivative of temperature to x equal to 0. Okay, boundary condition, we have to find two boundary conditions in order to solve this differential equation. So boundary condition number 1, so this differential equation we mark as equation number 1. So boundary condition number 1, we take the temperature of the left surface of the wall, which is T at x equal to 0 equal to T1. So this is the second equation. And boundary condition number 2, we look at that surface as well, where that surface has conduction inside the wall and also constant heat flux. So the conduction part is minus k dt over dx at x equal to 0 equal to the constant heat flux. And we mark this equation as equation number 3. So next we want to obtain a relation for the variation of temperature in the wall. So in order to do that, we have to solve the differential equation. So in order to solve this differential equation, we have to integrate this differential equation twice. So first integration, we will get dt over dx equal C1. And we integrate again this equation, or this is the equation number 4. We integrate equation number 4, we will get Tx equal C1x plus C2. So this is equation number 5, where C1 and C2 are constant. Okay, next, in order to solve this, in order to get the temperature variation, we have to solve equation number 5. So in order to solve equation number 5, we want to find C1 and C2. We can use boundary conditions to get the value of C1 and C2. What we do now is we want to sub equation number 4, want to sub 4 into the first boundary condition, which is equation number we want to sub equation number 4 into equation number 3. Okay, when we do that, okay, equation number 3 is minus k. This is equation number 3. So minus k dt dx at x equal to 0. We know that dt dx is equal to C1. So minus k C1 equal q dot 0. And if we rearrange this equation, we will get C1 is equal to q dot 0 over minus k. What we got by doing that is actually the heat flux at x equal to 0. Next, we want to sub equation number 2 into equation number 5. Okay, equation number 2 is actually the first boundary condition, and we want to sub into equation number 5. T0 equal C1 multiplied by 0 plus C2, which at T0 at Tx equal to 0 is equal to T1. And if we rearrange this equation, we will get C2 equal T1. Okay, this is actually the temperature at x equal to 0. So C2 or T1 is equal to C2. So now we have C1 and C2. So we want to solve the general solution by substituting, by plug in C1 equal minus q dot naught over k and C2 equal T1 into equation number 5 to get the general solution. Okay, so Tx equal minus q dot naught or q dot 0 x plus T1. And we know the value of q dot 0, value of k, and value of T1. We plug all those values inside this equation. 700 watt per meter squared over 2.5 watt per meter Kelvin X plus 80 degrees C. And we solve this, and be careful on the unit. We can cancel watt meter with meter. Okay, so what we get is minus 280. The unit might be strange here, but we have to keep on the unit. Degree C over watt, over meter, X plus 80 degree C. Or generally we can write without unit minus 280 X plus 80. So this is the temperature distribution equation for the wall. Okay, so we have this. We can get the temperature of the wall at any X position. Just plug in X value, you will get the temperature of that particular location. For example, if we solve C, that we want to know the temperature at X equal L, which equal to 0.3 meter. So we just plug in this 0.3 inside this equation. So TL equal minus 280 multiply or by 0.3 plus 80. This will get minus 4 degrees Celsius. So the temperature at X equal L or X equals 0.3 meters is equal to 4 degrees C. Okay, so that's how we do or we solve one-dimensional heat conduction problem. Thank you.